Hello and welcome to Grid TV in association with Engerati. I'm now joined by Christian Buchel, who's the Vice Chair of EDSO and the Chief Digital Officer of Enedis. First of all, welcome.
Yeah,
it's nice to see you.
Pleased to be here. Yeah.
Christian, we're going to be on a panel later on. You'll be doing most of the talking. I'm just directing it. One of the big things about Enegrid this year is about collaboration and integration. But one of your big points is actually that collaboration and integration needs to not just be inter-industry, but extra-industry as well. So just share with us a little bit your vision and why that needs to happen.
Yes, and I think we have done together with the transmission system operators and DSOs. We have done a good job, I think, in the last 2 years. We are absolutely aware at this stage that we have to cooperate deeper, this is right. But I would like to add not only the openness dimension, but also the time to market. Because we cooperate well, the question is, do we cooperate fast enough? Yes? Because as a digital leader in Europe, I think we are only on the edge of a big revolution in which the consumer itself, through communities, etc., is coming into the power, in the energy power. And so the question is, yes, cooperate, and I think we have shown in the last months and years that we have the maturity to cooperate together. The question is to speed up and to be able, between large associations like ENSOE, EDSO, etc., this association have also some kind of different rules, government rules. We have to be together on the same absolutely essential conviction that we have to speed up. This is one. And as you said, the other aspect is to open to other industries. Because you see the main trends from digital coming from automotive, from telecommunication, from bank activities. The web companies are not, unfortunately, not coming from Europe mainly. They're coming from the United States, more and more from Asia, China especially. So to be sure that we transform ourselves deeply, I think we have to integrate all this technology. We have to integrate also the spirit of these newcomers and other industries. So yes, we have two challenges: time to market and openness to other industries.
And the time to market challenge, I mean, when you were explaining it, I got a sense of your frustration, and it's one of those, having commentated on this industry for a long time, there are lots and lots of pilots. And I know I've spoken independently to other, and I'm not going to mention their names because it would be unfair for me to do it, but they're saying that, look, we need to really get past this obsessive pilot stage. We need to join all of this up and use the lessons learned, but move a lot faster. Yeah. So what's stopping us from moving faster? I mean, we've got the clean energy package, that's a little bit of an anchor in terms of its outcomes, but I still get a sense from you that even for your liking, it's not going fast enough.
Yeah, you see, to be concrete, yes, we have learned in a lot of pilots how to handle and how to tackle the question of flexibility. But now we have, together with the TSOs, to implement this market. And to implement it, we need to write together the grid codes, we say, which make all this new flexibility market possible, and not to discuss during months who should do what. Yes, we have to enable this market. And we have a lot of experiences, and the pilots you were just speaking about, we're happy to have these pilots because we have learned a lot of things, but we have to implement it now. And the package, you said an anchor, yeah, I think the package is a good opportunity. Of course, yes, there are room for improvements, etc., but it's an opportunity. Look, I think we have definitely lost, unfortunately, the web revolution in Europe. We have lost, yes, the companies coming from outside Europe. We can we should, or we have the responsibility to win the smart grid revolution, and to bring this revolution as a huge opportunity for Europe to lead the climate change through energy sector. And this should be or is our challenge, yes. And to do this, yes, we have to speed up. We have the knowledge. I think we have more and more the spirit, including to open ourselves and to say we can learn a lot from other industries. So time is coming by which we speed up. Yeah.
And those other industries, I mean, just today I had a gentleman talking to me who used to work at IBM and comes from the digital and data side, and he's like going, and one of the conversations we had off air, unfortunately, was that actually the skills that you need on the digital and data side are all, the sexy jobs are all outside of the energy sector.
Yeah,
so we kind of need to make this sector sexy again, don't we?
Yeah, you see, absolutely right. And when I said we have to be much more open, is including to attract these talents. Yeah. In France, in my company, I created a team, we say Fabrique Numérique, a digital factory, yes, with now nearly 40 data scientists, yes, and they develop algorithms especially for predictive maintenance, for open data, etc. But as you said, we have to attract these people. We have to show that we are not only able to bring demonstrators and pilots to the road, but to develop the industry. And I think I'm optimistic on this, yes. At least in my country, and for sure my colleagues from the other countries, we attract people from other industries, yes. You are speaking about IBM, but I have people from Microsoft, from telecom companies, etc. And if we are able, and I think it's the case, if we are able to demonstrate them that there is huge opportunities for these young talents to develop their knowledge in a new industry which is as I said, on the edge of a revolution, I think we can win this party. Yeah?
And I'm just getting signals. I'm sorry that we're coming to the end of our time. So I'm going to ask you. I'm going to ask you one last question. Is in terms of creating this model for partnerships and the integration with other businesses, and we're going to talk a little bit later on about a little bit. The elephant in the room around electric vehicles, because that's a huge actor on the grid. And I have spoken again privately to people where people like Porsche and Nissan are hiring people from the energy network. So there's a reverse flow there as well. Tell us a little bit about how critical you see this marriage between electric vehicles and the sort of distribution and transmission grids.
I think it's a huge accelerator for us, because the electric vehicle is for mobility, but it's also a clear disruptor of our grid. If our grid stays as a static grid, it's impossible to develop by a huge scale the electric vehicles. So electric vehicle is a storage, means a storage which moves from a place to the other. It means data handling. And so yes, the electric vehicle is a game changer. It's more than an elephant, I would say, because it will create, including, I think, some new business models, and it can mean for us some Uberization of partly of our activities. So I see it not as a risk, but how I transform this risk to a real opportunity for the grid industry.
And on that note, we must leave it. Thank you very much for watching InnoGrid TV in association with Engerati. Thanks for tuning in.